So some lucky people got hands-on with Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and it seems like they absolutely loved it.
I had the opportunity to go hands-on with this highly anticipated release at Summer Game Fest Playdays, and I left the booth eagerly looking forward to the final game.
Game right here, to me, isn't contended for Game of the Year.
It's gonna be nuts, man. I cannot wait for this shit to come out. I was really impressed.
Not only does this seem like the next big beat-em-up title coming our way, following the coattails of Streets of Rage 4 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, is a perfect throwback. I mean, the general census across the board from anyone who's played it was not only is it a great modern take on the beat-em-up formula, but it reminded everyone of that classic X-Men Konami arcade title.
Background shift from grounded cityscapes to more surreal cosmic locales. Each one is layered with detail and kinetic effects that keep the action moving. It brought me back to the X-Men in the arcade, where each new screen introduced a new environmental gimmick and enemy variation.
Wolverine and expecting straight Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine stuff, and he wasn't playing like MVC Wolverine. Let me go back here. He was playing much closer to a Konami X-Men Wolverine.
Basically, once again, Tribute Games absolutely nailed it. Not only is Cosmic Invasion gonna offer new quality-of-life features, it's paying its respects to the classics that we all grew up loving. The game is gonna offer that easy pick-up-and-play style that made 2D beat-em-up titles so popular in the first place.
Within seconds of starting the Marvel Cosmic Invasion demo, we were dropped right into the action. The game's rhythm clicked into place almost immediately. Strikes hit with satisfying weight, combos flowed smoothly, and
while at the same time offering a ton of depth and complexity.
It felt like, in terms of beat 'em ups compared to like Ninja Turtles, compared to some of the stuff we saw in like Streets of Rage and things like that, it very much feels like sky's the limit. It like imagination and sky's the limit in terms of what you can do and what the game is going to allow you to do.
In my opinion, this is the best of both worlds. It makes for such a more awesome experience. I love when a game has a welcoming bar to entry, but at the same time has an incredibly high skill ceiling cap. Because let's be real, if a fighting game fan like Maximilian Dude says the game has depth and complexity, we could be pretty sure that's accurate. I mean, it has him legitly excited and even asking the devs for a versus mode. You just know this thing has a deep combat system.
Like straight up, dude, like you get so many mechanics with each other. I am straight wondering if you can fight another person with it. And if it's just like a 4-player mode where we're all just beating each other up, like I'm like, I wish. That was the only request I had to the developers, was that I wish there was like a mode where player versus player was also encouraged in some way.
It seems like these guys just nailed it, and I cannot wait to get my own hands on this title. The gameplay loop looks like it has so much to offer, and it just looks so much fun. There just seems to be a ton of replay value. And it's not just from the combat mechanics, but from the vast roster that's gonna be in this title. Because some other characters have been confirmed to be in the game, like Magneto.
There's also where Hubert casually asked about Magneto,
Yeah.
and Hubert confirmed Magneto's gonna be in the
I
game.
was like, oh, it's only a matter of time before Magneto shows up.
Yep, that's right. Magneto, Master of Magnet, is confirmed to be in the game.
I am Magneto, Master of Magnet.
Whether he's a villain or a playable hero is yet to be seen, and to be honest, I think he could be both. Maybe he's an unlockable character that after you defeat, he becomes a playable one. There's actually a lot of Marvel characters they could do this approach with. Scarlet Witch, Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat.
Who are you?
Just a stray black cat.
Winter Soldier, Red Hulk, Namor, the list could go on and on. It's funny, this is the first game in a long time that I actually hope gets DLC character packs. Because 15 just doesn't seem like it's gonna cut it. There's so many Marvel heroes and villains that I want to see in the game. Plus, the bigger the roster, the more there will be of replay value. Because every one of these characters is having their own unique style of play.
Either way, it played very good. And the thing that I liked the most was that each character felt truly unique.
It really feels like Tribute Games is trying to bring all these characters' personalities come to life, and it's not just through gameplay. As you play through the different levels, these characters are going to have their own unique dialogue, kind of altering the game's story slightly, which, in my opinion, is a nice touch.
It will sometimes recommend heroes for you to use, and depending on who you're using, a little bit of the dialogue will be different.
Got it.
So you get a little bit of different perspectives depending on who you are.
So very replayable then.
Yeah.
Speaking of story mode, it has been confirmed that Cosmic Invasion will be shorter than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, but it will have branching paths, adding even more replay value. And this is something I haven't seen a lot of in other beat 'em ups. In fact, off the top of my head, the only other one to do this is the Streets of Rage fan remake.
I got to ask him a few questions, and it sounded freaking awesome. There were, it's a shorter campaign length, because Shredder's Revenge, pretty long. Quite a lot of levels in that game. They said it's a little shorter, but there's, branching paths?
And got it.
This game seems to do everything right on the hero's front, offering deep combat, having 15 different playable characters, different dialogue, and branching paths. What more could you ask for? Well, there is one more thing, and it's something they actually pulled off. Because if you look at the gameplay footage, you'll see in the background SHIELD agents fighting off an onslaught of incoming AIM enemies, making it feel as if the fate of the world doesn't just solely rely upon the superheroes. And in my opinion, that just makes for a better overall story and experience. I mean, think about this. In the first Avengers movie, how awesome was it when we saw New York's finest helping defend the city alongside the superheroes from the alien invasion?
You need men in these buildings. There are people inside and they're gonna be running right into the line of fire. You take them through the basement or through the subway. You keep them off the streets. I need a perimeter as far back as 39th.
Why the hell should I take orders from you? I need men in those buildings. Lead the people down and away from the...
Or how about when we saw the citizens of Metropolis stepping up to the plate to defend their planet, and seek revenge when they thought the Man of Steel was down for the count in Superman 2.
He's dead. Superman is dead. They killed Superman. Dead. Let's go get him. Come on, we'll show them. Come on.
And before anyone says it, yes, I know Superman is a DC character, not a Marvel one, but it's still a great example. In my opinion, comic book story arcs that involve a global or universal threat are so much better when you see all different power levels of people teaming up to defend their universe or planet. So I'm glad to see that the game does its best to incorporate that throughout its level design. It's just such a nice touch. And after seeing what tribute games did to my favorite heroes on Half Shell in Shredder's Revenge, I have no doubt that they're gonna pull it off once again with Marvel Cosmic Invasion. But I would love to hear what you all think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. By the way, if you made it this far and did enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like. And if you are new, please consider subscribing. As for me, I got a ton of work to do, so I'm gonna get back to the grind and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.